everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you a sneak peek into my exhilarating 3-day adventure in Tianjin, China. This whirlwind experience is just a snippet of our epic 2-week journey exploring 5 distinct cities across China. Let's kick off with our first stop, Tianjin, a city close to my heart, as it's where my boyfriend spent his childhood, surrounded by relatives whose legacy still lingers in its quaint corners. But hold on to your hats, because this isn't your typical tourist hotspot. We dove headfirst into the authentic rural charm of Tianjin, settling in Donglihu City, a 2-hour drive away from the bustling urban landscape. Our journey commenced with a gastronomic delight as we dined at a lavish eatery, indulging in a fusion of Sichuan and Hunan cuisine. While the spicy pot of red fish set my boyfriend's taste buds ablaze, I found myself enchanted by the array of seafood, beef, and sweet and sour chicken instead. Next, we ventured into the heart of Tianjin, where the ancient square awaited, teeming with history and charm. Despite the fact that it is now highly commercialized, we couldn't resist sampling Tianjin's famed desserts, although we were warned to steer clear of the questionable candy on a stick, as it is considered too dirty to eat. But hold on to your hats. Navigating Tianjin streets proved to be an adventure in itself, with pedestrians defying traffic norms left and right. It's a jungle out there, folks. Journey down memory lane led us to my boyfriend's childhood home, a humble dwelling that is surprisingly still occupied. And what better way to cap off our day with a lavish family feast at a seafood paradise, celebrating his grandma's remarkable 90th birthday, which is the sole purpose of this trip. The sheer abundance of the spread left us in awe, each dish a testament to Tianjin's rich culinary heritage and family bonds. The second day kicked off with a hearty breakfast feast at Tianjin's renowned countryside diner. Surrounded by the rustic charm of rural Tianjin, we dove into our meals, marveling at the surprisingly wallet-friendly prices. Securing seats proved to be a challenge amidst a bustling crowd, knowing that the place shuts its door promptly at 10 a.m. Despite our eager anticipation for popular dishes like tofu delights and fresh soy milk, they were sadly sold out. Yet, the joy of sharing this culinary adventure with 5 of us for only $14 Canadian made it the more merrier. We then took the subway to the train station to buy our ticket to the next cities in advance. It would be easier to buy them online, but you can only do that if you're a local here. If you're a foreigner like us, you are asked to buy the ticket in person. We have friends from China who always rave about how advanced the subway is in China. And yes, I agree, it definitely did not disappoint. The train station is also super modern looking, with many delicious food inside the station itself. So we had a couple of drinks from KFC, and I must say, the creme brulee latte was super delicious. We then headed to some local Chinese New Year festivities. Since this is a less commercialized place, it is a lot more emptier than the ancient square we visited yesterday. And to be honest, I prefer the scene a lot more.
Just look at how they dress in this.
Just show me what I want to see, you know, like the cultural stuff. That's kind of like.
Our exploration continued through the authentic heart of Tianjin, away from the glitz and glam of commercial hubs. This locale stirred nostalgia in my boyfriend, harking back to his roots and upbringing. With Chinese New Year looming, the streets buzz with locals gathering red decor to deck their homes, adding to a vibrant atmosphere. Next stop, the cultural oasis of Wudadao, renowned for its fusion of European and Chinese architectural marvel. Originally conceived by European architects, it now stands as a leisure hub, bustling with food stalls and quaint shops, a perfect spot for unwinding and soaking in the ambience.
他都不15块人民币，他怎么赚钱啊？上海那肯定违法开放大。
We then ventured into the famed Porcelain house a few streets nearby. Once a modest French-style villa, it now stands adorned with centuries-old porcelain and ceramic art. Admission fee is only $10 Canadian.
One day.
Got it found in my videos.
Nearby, we glimpse Commander Zhang's former residence. For those who don't know, he was a prominent military figure in China, particularly during the Chinese Civil War and the early years of the People's Republic of China. As we strolled along, serendipity led us past my boyfriend's mother's childhood home, now transformed into a shop. It was here that his parents' love story began. Is it crazy how much has changed over time? Wrapping up in the evening, we indulge in more Tianjin delicacies, although with a tinge of predictability. Such is the rhythm of traveling with older generations, anchored in the comfort of familiar flavors and cherished traditions. Our last day in Tianjin took a unique turn as we embarked on a pre-booked wedding shoot at Gold Coast, a decision spurred by its impressive reviews, second only to top-rated option that unfortunately closed during Chinese New Year. Opting for Tianjin over Toronto for a shoot proved to be a cost-effective choice, totaling just $1,600 Canadian. This package included 5 outfits with hair and makeup touch-ups after each change, amidst 9 distinct locations or scenes, a deal too good to pass up. To spare the uninterested, I'll delve into my experience in a separate video. Adjacent to the shoot site lies Jinjie Street, a bustling hub teeming with diverse dining options and street fare. For lunch, we opted for takeout from a Japanese joint, a novelty not found back home in Toronto. I was impressed by the thoughtful packaging ensuring warm meals, though the meal did lean a bit too heavy for my taste. It was still a worthwhile exploration. Post-shoot, we meandered through Jinjie Street, indulging in various snacks like chicken feet and fiery duck neck, along with some nostalgic 80s candy, though the flavors left much to be desired. Bubble tea, a bargain at $2 Canadian, although failed to match the standards of back home. Regrettably, the cheese takoyaki fell short of expectations, a reminder of the hit-or-miss nature of China's culinary scene. Lesson learned: trust the reviews to avoid culinary disappointments. And with that, our Tianjin escapade drew to close, paving the way for our next adventure in Shanghai. A 5.5-hour bullet train journey awaited us, priced at $135 Canadian per ticket. Stay tuned for the next chapter as we unravel our 2-day visit in Shanghai.